Welcome to today's Sports Roundup. I'm Maya.
And I'm Finn. We've got a packed show with the latest from the World Cup, some sad news from the football world, and updates from Formula One and mountain biking.
Let's start with the sad news. Jayden Adams, the South African midfielder who played in the World Cup, has passed away at just 25 years old. The news was confirmed by South Africa's Minister of Sport, Arts and Culture, Gayton McKenzie.
That's shocking. What details do we have about his passing?
The reports don't give a specific cause of death, but the body was discovered at a property in the Cape Town neighborhood of Shacha Kloof, and police are investigating.
That's really sad. He was quite young and had a promising career, I assume.
Yes, he was 25 and had already made 3 appearances for South Africa in the World Cup. His team reached the knockout stage for the first time, which is a significant achievement.
That's a great achievement for South African football. I can imagine it must be a huge blow to the team and his family.
Absolutely. The minister's statement expressed profound shock and a heavy heart, highlighting the impact of his loss on South African football.
Moving on to some controversy, former Spanish Prime Minister Mariano Rajoy faced criticism for saying that France's national team has no French players.
That's right. The comment was seen as xenophobic and sparked a backlash from both French and Spanish leaders. Rajoy's statement implied that the French team is not representative of French culture or identity.
How did the French and Spanish react to his comments?
The reaction was overwhelmingly negative. Spanish leaders, including the current government, criticized Rajoy's remarks. The French also responded, rejecting his claims.
It's interesting that such a comment from a former prime minister could cause such a stir. It shows how sensitive the topic of national identity in sports can be.
Exactly. Sports, especially football, are closely tied to national pride and identity. Comments like Rajoy's can be seen as challenging that identity.
Let's shift to the World Cup updates. We have multiple reports from the World Cup airing on Sky Sports Main Event HD at various times.
That's right. The World Cup report provides a roundup of all the day's news from the tournament. It aired multiple times on Monday, July 13th at different times.
So it seems like there were several broadcasts. Do we have any specific highlights or news from those reports?
The context doesn't give specific highlights, but it's clear that the reports covered all the significant events from the day's matches.
Moving to Formula One, there were several broadcasts on Sky Sports F1 HD on Monday, July 13th, showing highlights from past Belgium Grand Prix races.
Yes, the broadcasts included highlights from the 2015, 2016, and 2017 Belgian Grand Prix races, airing at different times throughout the day.
That's a bit of a throwback. Are they leading up to this year's Belgian Grand Prix or just revisiting past races?
It seems like they were revisiting past races. The context doesn't mention any specific connection to the current season.
Lastly, let's touch on mountain biking. The UCI Mountain Bike World Series Men aired on TNT Sports 2 HD, featuring action from the men's elite cross-country Olympic race in Paul Arensal.
That's right. The broadcast showed the men's elite race, which is part of the World Series. There were also broadcasts of the women's race and an enduro review on TNT Sports channels.
So we had coverage of both the men's and women's events. Did the reports give any standout performances or surprises from the races?
The context doesn't provide specific details on standout performances, but it mentions action from the elite races, so there were likely some notable moments.
It's great to see coverage of different sports and events. It keeps the sports community engaged across various disciplines.
Absolutely. Well, that's all for today's roundup. It's been a mix of sad news, controversy, and exciting sports coverage.
Goodbye, and see you later.
See you later.